All right, so that's finances. What else have we got?
Election fraud was one of them they're going to discuss.
No, I'm not going to keep that. I like that.
That's good.
I like that. I like
And
election
then the
fraud.
other
That's
one
fine.
was climate change.
That's like fucking geek shit, man.
Also,
I'm not getting into
safeguarding
that. What's
communities.
like? I'm not getting involved in geek shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How do you even know what temperature it is? Like, let's start there. What are we talking about? Why? Because
This is funny.
because mercury expands in a tube. I don't know what the fuck temperature is, but you figured it out somehow. Leave that again.
Yeah, leave that to the nerds.
I'm gonna have my own little Dr. Fauci, but he's brown, so people trust him. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before we get going with the podcast today, don't forget you can support this podcast by heading over to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell, where you can get a backlog of all the previous episodes plus an extra episode every week. That starts as little as just $5 a month. Wow, that's nada, nothing, zilch, etc. Head over to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. Help support the podcast. Appreciate you guys, all you freebie BBs out there who've been listening every week. I got merch over there at columtyrrell.com. Check that out. But I'm on the road. I've got dates. Collie headliner. It's the year of the headliner. I've got dates coming up in Austin, Texas, February 24th and 25th. In March 10th, New York City, I'm hosting Midnight Circus. I've talked to you guys about this already. It's a variety show. It's at the Stand. It starts at midnight. It's going to be the most weird fucking night of your life. Big J. Oakerson's on the lineup. Louis J. Gomez on the lineup. Tim Burtley's on the lineup. Plus a whole lot of weird secret stuff going to happen. We're all going to be on shrooms. It's going to get weird. Get your tickets to that. It's going to sell out soon. Then, for the weekend of St. Patrick's Day, I'm in San Diego at Mic Drop Comedy, March 16th. Then, on St. Patrick's Day, in Los Angeles, at the Comedy Store, Colum Tyrrell and friends. We got Rick Glassman, Kim Cogden, Shane Todd, Josh Potter, and Sam Tripoli on that lineup. That's at 10:30, the Belly Room. It's a small room. That's going to sell out too. Get your tickets for that. LA, St. Patrick's Day in Los Angeles sucks. This is going to be a first annual thing. So get your tickets for this now. I've also then got dates coming up in Vegas, and I'm adding more dates for the rest of the year. I've got coming up in Dallas, Chicago, Cincinnati, and more. Just waiting on those tickets. So head over to columtyrrell.com for all of those tickets. And that's it. All right. Now, I hope you enjoy the show. Are we in?
You're in.
Yo, folks. It's the Collie TT podcast. TT. I have a new bit.
Hit me.
And some dumb fuck. All right, I'm trying not to curse. Did I just say the F word?
Yes.
I did.
Demonetized immediately.
Can we? Damn it!
10 seconds.
You know, I genuinely don't even welcome Colum Tyrrell, David Caggiano, usually on the ones and twos, Alfred Fonziella. Did too much snowboarding this weekend in Vermont. Let's just
under
say
the weather.
he had a very cold winter time.
It was a blizzard in the
A real winter
Fonzarella.
wonderland up there in Vermont.
Let's just say I have a drug problem.
Let's just say the slopes kicked me out of the slopes kicked me out of that restaurant because I was coked out of my head. Listen, if you get demonetized for that. But anyway, I would like to not curse, all right? I'm gonna try maybe think genuinely just because I don't even think about it. It's like effing this, blinding that.
Yeah.
Effing and blinding. Is that a common expression over here?
It is now. I don't know.
Effing and blinding?
Yeah.
Look it up in the Irish Book of Everything. Effing and... You don't say that? Effing
No,
and
never.
blinding?
No.
Interesting. Because it's like a disability.
What is
Effing and blinding.
It's just like effing and blinding just means kind of like, bad words, I guess. It means not as good as a real word. Blind. You're blind. You're not as good. You're blind. That's what it means, I think. See,
Subhuman.
can you find it? Effing begins with an E, I reckon.
Okay. I'm looking at blinding.
You find it? Effing and blinding. It's an expression. It's like bits and bobs or...
Okay.
You know that type of thing? It's like there's no such thing as bits, there's no such thing as bobs, but there is bits and bobs. Effing and blinding.
I don't see it in here.
Effing is for effing, euphemism for... Yeah, much effing and blinding could be heard from the fans. Yeah, I don't know. It means cursing anyway. I guess it's an Irish-English expression. Effing and blinding. Anyway, no more blinding from me, all right? Absolutely no more blinding words from me.
Much less effing.
Yeah, I did Mike Calta's show when I was down in Florida. Mike Calt, a friend of the show, and he was in the what's going on there, Fonz? Not focus enough. Stare at me while you're Fonz is running around on the ones and twos. Really, never saw Dave leave the seat in your life, Dave. How'd you make that? How does that make you feel?
I prep ahead of time.
Oh, he fucking did.
Preparation
you,
wins championship.
7 videos around.
I know.
Prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
Prepare for the worst.
Like Giannis's dick is the center of his episode.
I know. All right, that was so long ago, dude. Come on. Never let that go.
Yeah, no,
it was
yeah.
on you. The focus is on you.
Does body cam?
time to
He's
shine.
got a bigger dick, I guess.
Got a nice body shot of Giannis that time. Our viral clip is just Giannis's chin going on
About 9/11.
3 million.
Anyway, I won't be cursing anymore. But I don't even know what that came up. We were just talking about something before that.
Oh, but you were down in Florida, you're saying.
Oh yeah, and I cursed. Well, I was cursing on the radio show, and I didn't meet this. You know what's so funny? They go, listen, it's morning radio show, no bad language, no cursing.
Yeah.
He goes, you can't curse, all right? And then and after I did say it at one point, I did say, oh, that guy, he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And then they went, oh, and I went, oh, you know?
Yeah.
And then afterwards he goes, you cursed twice. And I go, did I? He goes, you said the first time and you kind of said it so fast that no one really noticed it. So we said, because there's a delay and the woman in the studio who's not there, she bleeps
You can bleep it out, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I said like, oh, and then I did this fucking thing, and I was like talking so fast that they're like,
It's impossible.
yeah, so I'm not cursed anymore. No more fucking sorry.
I mean, dude, you're right a few times. But I think it's like 20 minutes now that you're.
It's 20 minutes.
It's 20 minutes. That's impossible.
On what? To monetize?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I just don't want to curse. I just want to try clean up my vocabulary. I think it's kind of because it's an equivalent of like and ams, and I do all of these
Right,
things.
right.
What do they call these words?
Fillers.
Filler words. Yeah, just gay ass filler words. Dude.
Just replace alms with gay.
Yeah, gay, gay. No. Bleep that. No refarded. We never use any refarded words here. What if we rhyme for the first 20 minutes instead of cursing? Because I heard that, you know, with the plosives, it's like Peter Pan.
Yep.
Radio people say B's instead of P's because it doesn't create a P sound on the microphone. So they say Peter Pan instead of Peter Pan, and they say it so fast. So what if we say forgot?
I think that's still.
No, it's kind of like it's not. It's
Forgot about it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just say a little
That
bit,
might work.
little bit of Alzheimer's. That
This
guy.
is-
What's that mean? A lot of forgets, you know.
The YouTube.
That guy's got a little bit of Alzheimer's, if you know what I mean.
There's some sitting there at YouTube like, I'll let that slide.
That's an Alzheimer. Yeah.
you know.
But sometimes we get demonetized, right? And then I'll appeal it, and they'll go, actually, yeah, that's fine. So I don't know where that goes. I don't know if there's an Indian dude sitting there surrounded in covered in shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
That's what AI
They just-
stands
they just
for. It's
stole-
actually Indian. It's actually a legit
actually Indian.
Yeah.
AI is just a really quick Indian guy.
It's Patel, but
Yeah.
with 60 computers.
Yeah. So I don't know what happens when you appeal it though, because they have AI runs through the thing. Right. Then when you appeal it, it's a manual review. So I review everything, obviously, but I don't know if it gets sent to like literally Mumbai. There's just like I kind of imagine the way I always imagine it. It's like, you know, those like the Bitcoin farms where you just walk in or whatever.
Yeah.
Any sort of farm type of scenario, electronic farm.
Yeah.
I think they had them in maybe It's Always Sunny or something,
I don't know.
where there's just like a million phones. It might have. Or is it The League? Was it? There was one of those shows where they hired.
Walk in and it's just like
They
cell
hired-
phones.
There's
on the
a
table.
billion
Yeah.
cell phones all just downvoting my fucking videos.
Fonz is gay.
That's what you need to turn this room into for you. Just
Yeah.
a fucking
Just an
Collie's bot farm.
That's what it is. I just need a bot farm just to spread the word about how funny my jokes are. Anyway, yes, but every time you imagine like these Indian reviews, it's probably like it's like a bot farm, right, for phone with millions of phones, but it's actually real people, and they're all like kind of like in bunk bed style.
Yeah.
They're not cubicles. That's that efficient. There's like 20 of them all in a line in a bunk bed, and they're all just like listening back to the Colum Tyrrell podcast and trying to listen to if I say Alzheimer's.
That's
Patience.
How many times you say it? I was wondering, have you seen the Chat GPT thing? You've seen that, right?
No, is this like
This is huge.
Some news right now?
This is huge. It's
I
the
saw
computer
it.
thing.
There's
You
a
can-
thing on Rogan, right?
Yeah, you can get it to like type out essays, but you can type in like write me a Bill Burr style bit about whatever, and
Yeah.
it'll do it. I was wondering if enough
you
of
should
your
fucking
stuff is
try it,
out
dude.
there for you.
If do I have enough Colum Tyrrell?
Yes, yeah.
That would be pretty interesting if they accurately recreated my podcast, because then I could officially listen to my podcast as like someone else,
Yeah.
and then be like,
Like, this is
wow,
shite.
wow, this is bad.
Woof. You're like the computer.
Effing
Like, no,
and blinding.
this is actually just a regular episode. We
yeah,
never.
yeah. They just copied me completely. Yeah, put your number in there. What's that? 856. Fancy putting his number in.
I'm trying to get this up.
I know you're trying to get it up. You should use the dick pills that we advertised last week. What were they called?
Rex MD.
Rex MD, is it?
Sexy
Rex
Rexy.
Kwando, dude.
Check out Rex MD if you want to get yourself a hard penis. But anyway, sometimes we do the episodes and it's literally just all sorts of horrible talk, and then they'll allow it, and then another episode they'll just go, sorry,
Yeah.
no, not at
Yeah.
all. And
Yeah.
also when I did my Calta show, right, they were doing it, and he's like, don't curse, whatever you do, you're not allowed to curse, right? And then afterwards he goes, you cursed a couple of times, but don't worry about it, we got it, right? He turns around to me at one point and he goes, do you reckon Bono rapes kids?
You're like, Jesus.
And he's like, I guess you didn't curse, but fuck,
But yeah, that's
dude, it's
way worse than saying fuck.
also like, who wants to listen to this on the way to work? They're tired, they're hungover, they're stuck in traffic, and then someone
That's
goes,
as good as a cup of coffee.
yeah, Bono.
Thinking of Bono raping kids.
Widow without kids. Widow without raping kids. I can't live. That must be kind of true to most pedophiles. They go, fuck it, one last rodeo. It must not be easy to not fuck a kid if you want to. You know? You know what I'm saying?
You see your reflection in his glasses.
I don't condone it, but like there must be a sort of a horrible thing within you. Crack open a little kid.
I mean, I guess it's up for debate, but yeah.
Yeah. The absolute anxiety. Like, do you ever just be like, I don't know, late for work, and you're kind of like, whoa, late for work, and that kind of freaks you out? Imagine like having a kid in your trunk. Or
You're
something.
saying that's the equivalent.
Like imagine having a U-Haul and there's like a child duct taped in the back of it, and you're like stuck in traffic, and you're like, come on,
Yeah.
let's get it. You hit the Holland Tunnel at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, motherfuck.
That must be exhausting.
Or the opposite. You've been driving and you see blues in your rearview mirror, and they fly by you, and you go, whew. Imagine how orgasmic that would feel if you had
yeah.
a kid in your trunk.
Yeah, that must be. Honestly, that's probably that's probably part of it. You know, that's probably actually. It's like, you know, I miss being single because I really miss the thrill of like trying to meet someone and flirt with them.
Yeah.
And it is a competition kind of, you know, she's not trying to get fucked, but I'm trying to fuck her. That's kind of really is. If you want to be honest, that is exactly how it is. And you got to play it cool and do these type of things. And
Yeah.
I miss that sometimes.
The game is old as time.
Oh, I miss the whole, like, as soon as you realize it's in the bag, you go,
Yeah.
ah!
Yeah.
Oh, she gonna regret this.
Yeah.
Who?
City boy.
HPV. She got an HPV. Hope she don't know got no Rolex. I'm taking that Rolex. Did you see that video on City Boys of the on Hoodville? There was a guy, he's a rapper. He met some girl. She was like a model, and she like flew him out. And there's like a video of him while she's asleep going through her bag and stealing his Rolex. When she woke up, looked at the bed, he was gone, and he had blocked her on all social media.
City boy.
City Boys!
Up 1,000.
Nice. Yo, she for the streets. Future was there last night at the Grammys.
Showing up late, right?
Legend. Yeah, legend. Yeah, anyway, so that's all the stuff. The City Boys, the Rolex, all that stuff. Yeah, the thrill of it. So that must be it. Honestly, there probably is no better feeling in the world. You know, Dahmer had it too. Mm-hmm. When the cops pull him over, and you got like a bag full of like a McDonald's bag. He had a brown bag full of fucking body parts, and the cop's like, "What's in that bag?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, I'm just gay." And then he was like, "All right, go on."
Yeah.
And that was it. And he must have just been like, "Oh!" go!
Yeah.
Like hitting the fucking, hitting the wall. Jimmy!
As soon as he saw two like probably racist white cops, he was probably like, "Woof, this is good. I got this."
Because it's funny. The thing is, the best thing about Dahmer is he used a homophobia like to his advantage.
Right.
Most guys are always like, "Oh my god, the cops beat me up because I'm gay." He was freaking them out.
Yes.
You know,
Smart. He flipped it. That's an innovator.
There is a lot of that in the world. Is like you show up to a guy, he's like, you know, being bullied as a kid, you're like, "Hey, you little puff, we're gonna beat you up," and then you go, "Kiss me," and they go, "Ah," and they run away.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do. If you're a little sort of a Twinkie guy in high school, and the high school jock, I doubt they even exist anymore, but that stereotypical old school quarterback jock who drives a fucking, you know, Gran Torino or whatever, and he dates
Letterman jacket.
he dates
He's always blonde. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna stuff you in the locker room, and his girlfriend's a babe, but she likes you for some reason because you have glasses.
Yeah, a nice boy.
Next time he's about to beat you up, just pull out your dick or something and go, "Yo, suck my..." No, don't do that. Pull your ass out and go fucking in the ass.
Spread your cheeks.
Or something like that. Try kiss him anyway. Grab his dick. Go for the dick. They'll be gone. But problem is one of the football team is gonna fuck you. That's just... They won't get bullied, but you'll get waped.
Yeah, there you go. Effing and blinded.
Gotta work our way around
the algorithm.
We're getting monetized today, folks.
Hell yeah.
Monetized. We tods and wapes. We tods and wapists.
Now you're just making fun of people
And
that
forgets.
lisp.
And a couple of forgets. I'm telling you, dude, we're reinventing the game.
Yeah.
It's a new age. We were just talking about the Grammys, was it?
Yeah, I have a video up of Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Grammys last night. All right, so I watched this I watched a little bit of this. I watched the Louis special. Very good. Check out the Louis special. Shout out Adrian Appalucci. Anyway, so I caught a little bit of this, even though I don't give a fuck about award shows at all.
Obviously.
So I guess, let me just fill you in real quick. There was horrible traffic. And so loads of the people there were late as hell. So they had to just start the show. And then Trevor Noah, I almost said Trevor Wallace. Trevor Noah's, people who iPhone owners again. People who own AirPods again. So Trevor Wallace was interviewing a porn star. Now Trevor Noah was there, and he's never really on stage. He's like in amongst the celebrities, just waddling around, right? Now, rumor has it that there was a clip of Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez fighting. By the way,
Fighting?
yeah, I didn't see this, so we might Google that in a minute. But by the way, can I just say, Jennifer Lopez does not deserve to be as famous as she is. Surely not. Surely she has not done really anything ever other than be Jennifer Lopez. What has she ever done?
I think that she...
I'm still Jenny from the block.
Fucked the right people back in the day.
She dated P. Diddy. She dated Ben Affleck. She dated A-Rod.
Yeah. There's
A-Rod? I don't know, baseball players. Is it A-Rod? Was it A-Rod?
was it Jeter or A-Rod?
I don't know, but he was cheating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but listen. Actress famously bad at acting. She played that one where she's on the beach in that beach house, remember?
Yeah.
Horrible. Like, famously horrible movie. Her music is garbage.
Was she in Selena?
She was a background dancer for like the Chris Rock show or something. And then she had a single career, and the only song I even know is like, I'm still Jenny from the block.
Yeah.
Like, she has a worse career than like Kate Hudson. Her music is not as popular as like Sierra. I don't think she's ever done anything. Her ass is flat. That is a flat ass.
I mean, it's insane.
That is a flat ass right there. It used to be big in the 90s. My tits are bigger than her ass. My modern day titties. Look, Jennifer Lopez's big ass. This is not it's not even the size of one of fucking.
But 1990,
I know,
that had never been seen.
But why don't you pull up fucking the sprinter? Who's the fastest man on earth back then? That's just a
Jesse Owens. That's just the fastest man alive. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Johnson in 1990.
Would you even know that? Yeah, look, I'm just telling you, look, there are some of these photos of a bit of a dumper on it, but mostly it's not even close, man. It's not even close. We're living in the past, dude. I get it.
She's just a legend. P. Diddy has a story about her. She used to hold his guns for him when he would go into clubs. So because the cops wouldn't check her. So she would be like strapped up and then she'd go into the club.
I feel like that's a lie. P. Diddy's gay. He's a liar. That's
He
not
is
real.
gay. There are
I don't think that's true. All these guys pretend to be fucking real cool hood gangsters, and they're not. He's into music. You're gay. Sorry, dude. What you keep? Oh, what are you doing? Keep him beat? Yeah, gay. Nice. Hey, good rhythm there, Diddy. Oh, Daddy. Good rhythm, Daddy. Great. Great rhythm there, Daddy. Oh, Daddy and Biggie in the club. Shut the fuck up. You're gay.
Yeah, let's go.
Bomb the clats. Fucking fucking Puff that. Big Diddy. Biggie Diddy. Biggie Smalls looked like a fucking weird fish. Did you ever see his fucking face?
Yeah, they're
He's-
the Halloween sunglasses.
Yeah.
No wonder he could write. He could fucking write such good raps. He was seeing double. While you're reading one word, he was reading two words, dude. He was blending the page together. He looks like a fish. Look at that. Look at that photo.
That has to be Photoshop, dude.
No.
I don't get how he didn't see the gunman coming.
Dude, look at the size of his.
He's got an eye on every corner.
Look at the size of his eye. Look at the face of him. All right, that's a good photo. That's all right. He looks all right. Yeah. By the way, he's 12 in these photos. That's the son, isn't it?
No,
That's him?
Yeah.
Go up to the first one. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Dude, that guy, look, go back to that photo. Go back to that photo. No, the one with the crown where he looked like a spastic, the one you just had. No, the one when he looked like a spastic. No. Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
This was it.
Was it? No, it wasn't.
Right there.
There we go. Look at that. Tell me that's not a guy holding the door for you walking into McDonald's or Burger King. He has a crown on, about to walk into Burger King. He holds the door open for you and you go, yeah, I know how to open the door, dude. Don't give me $1. Look at that guy.
If a gunman didn't get him, diabetes was gonna.
By the way, he's 15 in that photo. He's a 15-year-old boy. I love the way you come in, pop, dude. He had Down syndrome. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's rare in the community of black people. But it does. I never saw a black person with Down syndrome until I moved to America. I remember texting me mates. I text the fucking group chat. Just saw a fucking black guy with Down syndrome. They're like,
whoa.
no,
You don't believe
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa.
I haven't stopped laughing yet.
I swear it's crazy. Yeah. They're like unicorns. They're not, like, you'll never.
I think P. Diddy's autistic. I saw a video of him recently.
Is he?
Making a deal and then hanging up the phone and freaking out like an autistic person.
He's a gay man. He's known as a gay man. Charlemagne the God was like, yo, are you gay?
Yeah.
And then he was like, no. They just call me Daddy. P Daddy.
Diddy.
My name is P Daddy. Piss on me. P.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm the
That's
piss.
all the evidence you need.
You might just Piss Queen was taken. P Daddy and Piss Queen hanging out together, rhyming words, writing poetry. It's gay as hell. Fucking into fashion. Hey, my hat matches my sneakers. You're gay.
I'd love to see.
Make no mistake about it. These guys are gay. Jennifer Lopez never fucked P. Diddy and never brought a gun into the fucking Warner Brothers studios with him. This is all lies. This is all lies that you gobbled up because you guys are white kids who are obsessed with black culture. That's what it is, all right? Show some fucking respect and listen to Shania Twain. Good music. Real American music.
Yeah.
Yeah? Come on. Put on some
Celine
country. Yeah. Anyway, the Grammys were on last night. And they did have a country music section of the thing. It's funny because it's music, but hip hop or R&B, whatever you want to call it, is just, it's like the only popular genre.
It's huge.
Over the last 20 years, it became like one album to this. And now it's just every single person.
Yeah.
But they still have like best country songs. And so it's just every single fat idiot. I'm in my truck.
Yeah. I'm not. Well, fucking.
Cause America sing. We don't want to sing America time in my truck.
That one guy, Morgan Wallen, said the N-word and now he's fucking bigger than ever.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, we should get him on.
Comeback story and underdog story. Was that the guy who was supposed to do SNL, but he couldn't?
He performed at SNL recently.
He was supposed to do SNL. There was some guy, country singer, supposed to do SNL, and then there was like a video of, it was during COVID, and he was like, it was like Friday night, and he's like live. He was like at a party, and everyone was like hanging out, drinking bottles. Or
That
something.
might have been, his was on like a ring cam or something.
And then like 2 weeks later, then he was saying the end. Was it? It was from afar. Wasn't it from across the street?
Yeah.
Wasn't it some guy screaming from across? He goes, get your drunk ass in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. From a lot of this out are like fucking.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I was watching a little bit of the Grammys. Everyone's showing up late. And Beyonce wins the most Grammys ever. She sets the record.
That's crazy.
And so they sit down. She's not in the building. And they go, sorry, Beyonce's not here. So we got Neil Rogers accepting the award, who from Chic. Do you know Neil Rogers?
No.
I met him once, actually. Neil Rogers from Chic. It's like, yo, jump in. Jump in.
And you don't like Biggie, dude? This is what you think music is?
This is
What the hell?
It's just a famous band. Don't worry about it. You don't know anything.
I don't know, Josie.
Fucking Saudi.
Yeah.
Yo, you think that's music? Real music is Dropkick Murphys.
House of Pain, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I like Marky Mark. I'll take that.
That's real music, dude.
I'll take Marky Mark. Yeah, so here's the video. So they come in late. Jay-Z's stuffing his face, right? And the way it kind of works is that they don't even know where he's walking around, like Trevor Noah. Mm-hmm. And Jay-Z's trying to give her a drink, and I reckon the two of them are fighting in the limo because she's like, I'm fucking missing my award. So they kind of give her the award post thing. But you see Jay-Z goes to hand her a drink, and she goes, no. He doesn't even realize, I think he's on TV.
Yeah.
And then she goes, no, and he kind of rolls his eyes going, fucking bitch.
Which
he goes, oh.
We've all...
He goes, huh? And he goes, and then he's like eating. I don't know what, he's eating Doritos because he's obviously starving. Also, they hate this. Drake pulled himself out of this award ceremony because he's like, yeah, I've won enough. I don't need more. And how many of these collectively, between Beyonce and Jay-Z, how many have they been at?
There's also losing money being there.
Imagine going to that every single year for 25 years.
Go sit across from The Rock with his fucking blazer and no shirt
and you just have to watch Lizzo wobble around with her dancers up there. Ugh. I like Lizzo, though. It's just fun to hit.
Like, just shit on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Welcome back to the Grammys,
I hope he don't.
everybody.
Look, take a drink. She's like, no. Take a drink. No.
There's no way you don't get to hold your Grammy in your hand.
And he's like munching. Look at him munching on nuts. Look. He
doesn't even know he's on TV.
I think he's realizing. And then he goes, oh, look at those babs. Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, shit.
Now he knows. Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck, dude.
I was shocked to find out that traffic could stop you. I thought you traveled through space and time. But I'm glad you could be with us right now.
Riffing.
Yeah.
Riffing.
Noah? Yeah, hell yeah.
A little riff there.
Wow. Yeah. Trevor Noah. He's pretty good at doing it on the fly. He's walking around.
Yeah.
All these award shows are bad. I think the only one ever was pretty much Ricky Gervais. That's the only way you can you got to just remember, all you guys are so well off. This needs to just be where they used to have the, remember the press, the press office thing with the politicians before Michelle Wolf. And they used to just go up and roast all the people.
The correspondence.
The correspondence did. That's why it kind of needs to be. It needs to just be a situation where they all go up and then they go, oh, look, it's Harry Styles. Isn't he a fucking Alzheimer's patient?
Yeah.
You know?
Who in the body of a 20-year-old.
Isn't he forgetful?
Yeah. He's...
Yeah. But I was trying to explain, Harry Styles, he became super famous at 17 and he was a famous sex symbol. Not even just famous. He was he was crushing it. He's been crushing his whole... If you look at all of his exes...
Crazy.
It must be he got up there and danced and did his little song. I don't even think he's that good of a fucking singer. I don't think he's good at all, actually. He has one song that I like. It's a real slow, mopey, depressed song. Everything else I think is terrible.
Which one?
I don't know what it's called. It was like,
You're a watermelon sugar type of guy, aren't you?
Is that him? Watermelon sugar? No, I don't like that. I thought that was Bruno Mars.
Nah, he's got some.
It's all kind of Bruno. I need that Bruno Mars-y stuff I don't like.
He's not a bad actor.
That's sort of like pretend we're having fun. He's not good though either.
In Dunkirk, I mean, he just like had like a morbid look on his face the whole time.
I didn't watch Dunkirk. I watched the one where I watched that terrible one with Pew Pew. What's her name? Fiona Pugh.
Yeah, that movie sucked.
Don't worry, darling.
As It Was is there's the song I like. That's really the only one. It's like a depressed song. Dude. Yeah, is that it? I don't know if I like it anymore.
My voice doesn't work.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. But this is kind of just what happens. And a lot of people are like, look at this bitch ass Harry Styles. He'll never work in a coal mine like me and my papa. And he'll never drink Miller Lite at a dive bar and support the fucking Bengals or whatever.
Well, he's not gonna be. It's just not.
Because he's been crushing the hottest of all time.
Yeah,
forever.
To the point where now he has to start wearing women's clothes because it's like,
of course.
I feel like it's life has just become too easy.
Marlon Brando and Richard Pryor used to fucking 69 each other because they were bored of pussy. They would just eat each other's ass because they were so far past.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think?
That's
What do you think
nuts.
billionaires are cutting open children
Yeah,
and
they're
fucking
so
drinking their
bored.
blood? They're just kind of killing time.
Yeah. But you know what's funny about the Jay-Z thing? It's no matter, he is like $1 billion, and no matter how much money you have, you'll never be able to escape that moment of like your girl pissing you off and like you just having to be like,
It's not
like that'll never go away.
Jay-Z could, what's he gonna do? Get a slave? You need a slave. He needs like that's the only way he can ever really.
We need slaves.
But you can't. She needs a guy like that because Beyonce needs a guy who's gonna be like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
because she can't just have a regular guy who's nice. It's Beyonce.
I know.
You gotta clash with a lion.
Yes.
She's like a fucking alpha lioness.
A guy that cheats on you every once in a while.
Of course,
Yeah. She puts out a great album because of it.
Pussy goes stale.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
No matter who you are, pussy goes stale.
Good for you.
Let it be a lesson to you girls. This was the whole thing about Beyonce. First of all, again, what did Beyonce really ever do? I get it that she's a performer, but people talk about Beyonce
I'm with you.
like she's like, live your life the way Beyonce lives her life. Like, what's she do?
What, get
Honestly,
cheated
what
on?
has she ever done other than be an actress? She was in fucking.
He's an incredible singer.
She's a good singer. Yeah.
She's a good performer, I guess.
She's a good. Again, there was a documentary came out about her, the fact that she did Coachella 12 weeks after giving birth or something. And it's like, oh, wow. There's fucking pregnant women working double shifts at Denny's.
Yeah.
All the time.
Right.
I don't give a fuck that a multi-billion-dollar company fucking cracked the whip and made her earn millions of dollars.
Yeah. who
What are you
gives a fuck?
talking about?
Yeah.
Walk it off, ladies. I just can't imagine who's our equivalent. But they say The Rock is the equivalent of Beyonce, but The Rock is gay. The Rock is just a roided up idiot.
Every single person, it just comes down to them being gay.
The Rock is actually a fruitcake, man. Make no mistake about it. And I don't mean that in a homophobic way. I just mean like, it's always God bless America, God bless this. I'm privileged to be on this movie.
yeah.
Hey guys, when time is tough, don't forget to do this. I love jokes. Here's me eating cookies. Shut the fuck up, The Rock.
If I have to see another clip of
Mr.
him
Rock.
and Kevin Hart again, just like, oh God,
just
doing impressions of each other.
Yeah, just The Rock just has a team of writers around him. Let's have a look at The Rock's Instagram, because he used to be the king of like, used to have a little, now I have a lot. He was the king of that. All he ever did was just post gay, hey guys, here I am doing this, and it's just every single thing. And then he refuses to accept or admit that he's roided out to the gills.
To the gills.
He's like David Goggins, just going around there telling you how to live your life. He fucking stinks. Look at him. Look, what's he... If that was the 80s...
Yeah, I'm
And again, another thing about this is all these guys that win awards, it's like they're not good now. They've just been around forever.
I know.
Like Lizzo.
Oh,
Sorry.
man.
Lizzo must hate Adele, because Adele used to be the chunky one. And now...
Yeah.
and now Lizzo's the chunky one, and Adele looks good. Actually, I've always liked Adele, to be honest. She's like when she gets talking, she's a fucking...
She seems like a sweetheart.
She's a wetard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a weetard, dude. Like we work, she's a weetard. I'm telling you, because she's like from like just some part of England, but she's just born with this incredible voice, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy to be here." Every time she's like, "Yeah, hello, oh, I'm so happy to be here. Can you believe it? Oh my god!" And she's like freaking out every time she sees us. She goes, "Oh my god, is that Beyonce?" She's like bumbling
How
idiot.
many times?
But look, like what's he posting? He's always posting. What's that workout post by The Rock here? Go down there. No, go down one. There we go. What's that say? Our first whatever. Just advertising bullshit.
Kicking your year off with grit and momentum.
Yeah, no,
It's just this. Yeah.
The Rock kind of stinks. And then what? Didn't he cancel his thing because by the way, nepotism, baby. Don't forget about that. Born into wrestling.
Yeah,
Nepotism,
true.
baby.
Have you seen pictures of him when he was like 15?
Yeah, it's crazy.
He
dude.
had a full mustache and afro, dude.
And his legs are
He
weird.
would ragdoll everyone in
yeah.
here at age 12.
Yeah.
He was huge.
But he's roided up.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever been that good at that either, has he?
Well, he's definitely not a good parent. I'll tell you that. You don't see one picture with him and his kids.
Sizzle,
I'm
David.
just saying, dude. These guys.
Oof.
I wake up at 4 a.m. Yeah, well, your kids are fucking starving. They need breakfast. Get back in the house.
He's eating those cheap meals. With
Yeah,
the
I'm sure they're all right. You know what? I don't feel too bad for the kids. I know that. I'm sure they're doing okay.
I know.
Oh, Dad's not here. Better get the maid. Dad's not here. Better get the butler to make me breakfast.
He probably has a stand-in as dad, a stunt double.
Yeah, exactly. Just some big, huge fucking idiot. I used to like him when he was a wrestler, but you know what? This whole idea of him telling you how to live your life, he's like, hey guys, Black lives do matter. I need to tell you from the comfort of my fucking... This is his garden here. Look, it looks like a fucking golf course. And he's just sitting there all rich and...
Some neighbors
Hey.
visiting. Really nice.
Really nice neighbors. No, they weren't, Rock. Tell me the truth. Tell me you don't like
This is
Asians.
what
Come on.
happens when they come over and ask for a picture. My mom makes them dance hula.
He's like a guy recording himself feeding homeless people.
They're
I
like,
know,
Dad, we haven't
exactly.
seen
He
you in a
goes-
year
he
and
goes,
a half.
Can you?
Put
And he
the
goes,
phone away.
he goes, cry. Yeah. He goes, I'm gonna gift you some. I need you to cry. Can you cry? Come listen to me, you fucking. If you smell, you smell. He's going up to the homeless guy. You smell. Yeah. Look, on Christmas Day, we decided to come to our neighbor's park to spend some family time together. Lots of kids. Yeah, sure you did.
Yeah, dude.
No, he did. I just don't believe it.
As soon as that video ended, he fucking put the phone in his pocket and walked back to his limo and drove off.
I'm fucking very whatever negative, and there are people who genuinely just, it's like they have head trauma and they're just happy all the time. But like vast majority of people that act like that are fucking pedophiles.
Yes.
They are lying to you, and they're walking around talking about hell, peace and love and this shit. And the second that phone ends, he turns around and goes, "Get your poor hands away from me!"
He's trying to
He fucking just hits him with the people's elbow. Badaish! He picks up that girl's
His daughter
loot.
goes to give him a hug. He's like, "Get the fuck."
Yeah, exactly. He's running up and
Takes
down.
off the elbow pad.
Absolutely.
eyebrows.
Yeah, he takes that ukulele, smashes it off their head. Whack. Get the fuck away from me.
I just want to see a video of him in a gym, empty gym, crying at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Just his life's falling
And then he
apart.
goes, it's cheat meal day. Nothing like some s'mores. Tell us, what roids are you on? What roids are you doing? Johnson. What's his name?
Yeah.
Andrew Johnson?
Dwayne Johnson,
Dwayne Johnson. Who's Andrew Johnson?
president,
Never heard of him.
vice president.
Anyway, yeah, he was there. Although, what's he doing there? He's just a celebrity showing his big stupid face at a fucking music thing. What was he doing?
Who?
Was he nominated?
Oh, I don't know.
He was there last night. I guess he was giving out an award. Boys, today's podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's a new age form of treatment, and it's called therapy, right? It's where you, a man, you talk about the feelings that are inside of your brain and your heart and how that makes you feel. It's weird. It's crazy. But trust me, it works. I used to be regularly punching my hole and punching holes in drywall. I was a wreck, you know. I was drinking a lot. Look at me now. Started therapy months ago, and I haven't drank in 7 days. It's a fucking great thing to do. You know, men, really, we're not performing as elite as we used to be, and it's not for every single day the wage gap gets smaller, and I don't like it. What the fuck is going on? These weaklings are fucking catching up with us, boys. We gotta fucking lay down the law, fellas. Talk to a shrink and let them help them help you is what I'm trying to tell you. BetterHelp is a solid. This is the ad we're doing, folks. This is take 17, and it's staying in. We can't be here all fucking day with this shit, right? BetterHelp. Therapy is important, especially for guys. You know how it is. You get home, it's a long day, or you didn't get the raise you wanted, and you have this feeling of anxiety within your heart. And BetterHelp is a solid way for you to get all that stuff off your chest. Also, they have this fantastic situation where you can just pick and choose, like an a la carte menu, which therapist you want to work with. I was using it. I got someone, I didn't like her. She kept telling me how bad Trump was. So I was like, yo, see you later, dork. Ain't no lib cook fucking helping me. You dirty lib cook. Get out of here. She was yapping about fucking Trump being a narcissist or something. I was like, I don't want to fucking, what are you talking about? Let's talk about fucking Joe Biden, bitch. Anyway, that's like the type of fun you can have at therapy. You know what I mean? Listen, if you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/Collie, Collie, today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Collie, Collie. Harry Styles, when he became famous, Google this girl called Caroline Flack. Or it could be Carolyn, but same thing. Caroline Flack, television presenter. So she was like a famous presenter for a long time. Tabloid queen, in and out of the paper. Ended up killing herself. I guess she was dating fucking...
She dated Prince Harry?
She has a thing for Harry's, huh?
Damn.
Like Princess Diana, dude.
Maybe they Princess Diana. You never know. Yeah, but she was like 32 and she was dating Harry Styles. Google the age difference there. Harry Styles was 17 and she was fucking...
Why is this lady not a pedophile?
Because she's hot and it's like he was 17. I don't know.
Good for her.
This was 2008. Or roughly around that. This was around then.
Pedophile, yeah, it didn't exist until
So think about that. 2008 was kind of when... Maybe 2009 or something was when Harry Styles became famous.
Yeah.
And so he's just been crushing. The highest.
Yes.
So much so that it's like it's insane who he could have banked. What was the age difference, did it say?
15 years. She was 31. He was 17.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
Insane.
What are the age rules in the UK?
16.
Okay.
I think it's 16. You can fuck a 16-year-old, but you got to be like within a certain age group, the age bracket.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm not really sure.
Twice their age plus 7, whatever that rule is.
That was always a good one, actually.
You ever use that?
Half the age plus
Half
7.
the age plus 7.
That was the age gap.
Twice the age plus. Jesus Christ. What am I saying?
On the old folks' home?
I'm dating a 3-year-old. I'm like, dude.
No. Twice the age plus 7 for you would be you're down the old folks' home just fucking a dementia patient.
True.
She's like 60. Sorry, Tuts. Don't date younger.
There was a lady at the show that said I have nice eyes.
She was drunk, dude. She was high. She was drunk as hell. So there we go. So there you go. She was 17 and he was 30. But that's how he started. You even wonder if he probably could have set, that could have been a thing. This is how much of a, I don't know what the word is, how skeptical I am now of Hollywood, that I would not be surprised if Simon Cowell sat down and was like, listen, Tuts, here's $100,000. You guys have to have a fake relationship. That will set him up as this sex god.
Yeah.
And that's what we make him to be.
Does Simon Cowell manage him?
Yeah. Simon Cowell owns all of their shit.
Okay, yeah.
So here's the thing.
What the fuck is that guy?
So this is what I want to talk about too, is with the difference, and I think I brought this up before, but like the difference between him and Chris D'Elia is that he was worth too much money to ever be allowed to abuse women, right? I'm not saying that Chris D'Elia did abuse women, but for this hypothetical, let's assume that the evidence is real, right? So let's assume that all of the evidence stacked against him is 100% accurate, right? But I hate to do that. Listen, bros before hoes, Chris.
But they're just
hashtag free Chris.
Just for the sake of argument.
Free CDL. Hashtag free CDL, dude. Let him know. Let him know he's got a friend over here on this side. Zelensky supports you, dude.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but so when he was like 22, he was crushing puss, right? And when D'Elia was doing it, though, he was only earning like an agent $5,000 a year. He was earning Warner Brothers $1 billion a year.
Right.
So I knew a girl who went to a One Direction after party. And this was around 08, 09-ish.
Right at the verge.
Just when they were kind of starting to blow up. It was still an arena.
Yeah.
But they weren't like the crazy wonders that they became.
Yeah.
And they went to the after party and they all had to leave their phones in a thing and they all had to sign NDAs. And they went into the party and that was it.
Wow.
And it was like vetted. It was like a...
What'd she tell you?
No, well, I knew her older brother. So I was like, so she got fucking cracked open by that. I thought he's like, no, but he's like, I think one of our friends was making out with one of them or something. I was like, yeah, but someone was getting fucking pig roasted.
For sure.
Someone was getting spit roasted in the bathroom
By Nigel
by
and
Zayn and
Nigel's one of them.
is there a Nigel? No,
I think so. Look it up.
There's an
One
Irish.
of them was a sprinter.
There's an Irish.
Like an Olympic sprinter.
No, he was not.
Junior
was he?
Olympic, yeah,
There's an
yeah.
Irish one who was the ugly one.
Of course. He was,
The ugly Irish one was one of them.
Liam.
Lewis, by the way, Lewis Tomlinson, legend.
one Nigel?
Niall.
Niall, my bad.
Liam
Niall.
Payne, Niall Horan, he's the Irish one.
Niall.
Oh, I think Lewis might have
Niall's
been.
gay, I think. Liam Payne. Or maybe Lewis.
all gay.
All right, I don't know which is which, but look, either Lewis or Liam. Either Lewis or Liam became a... he started dating years later. The woman that was presenting the show, her name was Cheryl Cole. I think she changed her name to... Her name was Cheryl Tweedy. She ended up dating a footballer. One of the hottest women in England.
Really?
Cheryl Tweedy was her name. She was in a band. I don't know what the name was. She ended up dating a footballer called Ashley Cole. He ended up cheating on her and they had to break up. And everyone's like, how could you break up with this girl? And then again, same thing with Beyonce. How can you cheat on this person? Pussy goes stale.
It gets old.
Pussy goes
Even the
stale.
best.
Yeah. Anyway, she ended up years later dating one of the guys. She met him when he was 17. And then it was like years later, 10 years later, they started dating and they have a couple of kids and they got married and divorced. But good for him.
Listen,
That must have been like a high school crush for him. Like, of
course.
For anyone. Nah, she was solid. They tried to make her big over here, but no one could understand her accent.
Hottest Brit I've ever seen.
There's a lot of English whores are good looking. A lot of them. You crazy?
that pure blood.
He's looking tubby there, but whatever. But again, that's the type of thing. If when you're him, he gets so much women thrown at him. He has to fucking.
It's crazy to be a teenager and they're already making you sign NDAs. They're so far ahead of they have like your next like 20 years planned out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, they just know how to distance you from trouble.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
So that's why Crystalia went awry.
Yeah, there's a medium.
You should not be on social media as a celebrity. You just can't be allowed to do that. And anything you want to do, if you go, hey, listen, I like them young, figure that out for me. Figure it out for me. That's what you got to do.
You keep it vague. You just go, I like them young.
Keep it young and legal. Maybe if they have one of those growth deficiency things or whatever.
Maybe if one slips by, it's not.
And then they'll go, okay, here's what we do. Here's a fucking Groucho Marx fucking costume. And you can meet at this club and then you go down a fucking elevator into like some sort of a little sex dungeon.
Yeah.
And then you get to fucking have sex with whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it works, I think.
Drake, he was supposedly dating Millie Bobby Brown.
He DM'd her a couple of times.
Who's that?
She's the girl from Stranger Things, but she was like a teenager, young when she was on the show.
Oh, Drake's known for this, planting the seeds.
Oh yeah.
Planting the seeds is dodgy behavior, but you do have to go.
I admire it.
You do have to sort of say, listen, in the court of law, there's the planting the seeds is a big one.
That's again. That's back to the preparation.
Yeah.
Preparation wins championships.
What about fucking Leonardo DiCaprio now? His new chick's 19 now.
It's so funny.
Just on a roll. Talk about just a dynasty. That's a dynasty of terms of just success, right?
Yes.
Because like George Clooney used to have it for a while, and then he slipped up and married an Indian, and you're like, whoa, what an end to that career.
Who did he date? This 19-year-old?
Who?
George Clooney.
Oh, he was just dating all the women all the time.
yeah,
and he was
yeah.
like notorious Hollywood bachelor. Everyone loved him.
Yeah.
And then he settled down, and now he's dating an Indian woman. And you go, what the hell is that about? And I'm joking. She's actually very beautiful. I think she's I actually think she's like a scientist or something
She's
crazy.
really rich.
Isn't she like a super smart
He
scientist?
actually married the best possible woman.
Oh, honestly, she's like a rocket scientist or something
who's
crazy.
also a 10.
Yeah, of course. Who do you think George Clooney's going to settle down with?
I know. Oh yeah.
Like, good enough, right? What's her job? She's like something. So she's like an elite level.
Former president of the Maldives.
Maldives.
She's a president. You married a president?
Never mind. She's an attorney.
Yeah, but it's an attorney for like civil
Political.
rights or something. Like it's like international attorney. She's not
That was
just
her client. Was the former president.
Yeah. See,
Julian
there you go.
Assange was her client. Damn.
Woo,
I love that.
nice.
Oh, she's a patriot.
Hell yeah, dudes.
Okay.
There you go. That's a catch.
I like a good MAGA girl.
That's a catch, I'm sure he still cheats on her sometimes, but like, good for you, George Clooney. That's the one that got him.
Yeah.
He was around there. He was banging everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so George Clooney just so now Leonardo DiCaprio's been caught again.
It's so fun. He needs to just date one like 30-year-old for like a month just to end the rumor.
Ugh. I'd love that. You said that to him. You go, ugh. I wonder if he'll ever do it. I wonder if he'll ever even think about. This is the new chick?
This was a girl that
That's not the
he was
new chick.
together with, and then
No, that's not her. The new one is
this his
fucking.
new chick.
The new one's stunning.
Yeah, she's like 19 model.
But the new one is so hot that she like you don't even think she's 19. Like she has a look of a 29-year-old. That even makes sense. She's not like she doesn't look like a young innocent 19-year-old. She looks like the most powerful woman of all time. And I want her to pee Diddy on me. Can you pee some Diddy on me, please? A little bit of Diddy juice.
Something about dating young people and talent. There's a lot of correlation there. I don't know what it is. R. Kelly, Michael Jackson,
DiCaprio,
the
GOAT.
Something about that, I think.
Yeah. Elvis.
Maybe you can get some younger people in here. Some
Elvis?
younger interns. Elvis, yeah.
Well, in fairness, you act like a child, and when I found out you were 29, I was disappointed about that. That was the issue. That was on you. Look at her.
First day
She
you
looks
said
great.
it out loud to you, too.
What? I mean, what? In human ears? Why'd you act like a fucking dickhead, dude? Look at that. Look at her. So shout out to. I wonder if are the internet coming for her, or are the internet happy? Because what is she? Does she not have agency? What's going on?
She looks like a bot.
Exactly. Someone wants to
After I matched with this girl on Tinder.
And so, you know what's funny about that too is all these girls, first of all, she might know what's going on. She goes, I'll date him for a month and my socials double and then my price for fucking everything doubles.
Yes.
But Leonardo DiCaprio's been with so many chicks now that he treats them like shit. Like, do you ever hear about like some chick like was so, I slept with Leonardo DiCaprio. This is the way he fucks, right? It's reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
So yeah, she's like that. She's facing that way. He has his socks on, by the way. He puts his headphones in and listens to music. Hell yeah. And he just sits there and she just grinds.
Hell
on him.
yeah,
And he's
dude.
just listening to The Cure or whatever. And he's just vaping on the back of her neck. And she's just like, is this a dream come true? And he's just sitting there like,
just skipping songs.
yeah, he's just listening to the fucking.
She says something, he has to take a headphone out. He's like, what?
He's listening to Rogan there.
Yeah. These guys are multitaskers. Who would you date if you had to date someone old? An old woman,
An old bitch?
celebrity, yeah. Who would you, and you were on the come up?
What's the age?
Who would you go after?
What we got to go for? What age is good?
I'm thinking like 60 plus.
There's a couple of old Helena Bonham Carter. Is that her name? Helena Bonham Carter? Yeah, she's a good one. Get her up there. She's pretty hot. Get her up today too because she was just in a show I think I was watching. Can you get her today? I need it today.
Tim Burton lady?
Search today.
Yes, Tim Burton's
Oh,
wife.
she freaks me out.
Do you don't like to think she's hot? She's always hot.
She played, Fight Club. She played like a drug
Go
addict.
back to where you just were. And now click images. Here we go, folks. Now, this will be a regular. Look, she's smoking. She always plays like a druggy witch.
Drugged up.
She's either a drug addict or
Yes.
a witch in everything she's ever played.
Yeah.
She also played the sister in The Crown. She was pretty hot. She probably doesn't look great there. She was dating the guy, the movie director, Tim Burton. Yeah, but they had separate houses. They had separate houses that connected in the middle
That's cool.
because they wanted they like to live in their own little thing. Which I completely agree.
Tyrrell.
I was like, yo, dude. Yeah. It's like, do you want to have dinner? Yeah, knock on the door. She's knocking on the door.
Yeah,
Hey, yo, I'm not home. He's like, I know you're home.
yeah. A ring cam to her entrance.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
no.
Yeah. They were together for a while and it didn't quite work out.
Oh, yeah.
She was in Fight Club back in the day. I also think she got hotter as she got older.
She's just so freaky. I can see that, though. She's pretty hot.
She's like my hot old lady that I've always wanted.
I've always loved Julie Andrews.
Who's
Look
that?
up her.
Really?
Sound of Music.
No
Yep.
way.
Today, though.
She just died, I think. So,
Great.
but like,
So
Well,
funny.
you have your chance, bro.
I know.
Go dig her up.
But like middle-aged, she's old here, but like middle-aged Julie Andrews, Mary
No,
Poppins
we're-
too. Look at her.
We gotta find her today, dude. That's from the 40s.
No, but
Bro.
even still, for an old woman,
Who else
think about it,
you
she's
know-
like
yo.
fucking 80.
Oh,
there.
bro, Cleopatra of Egypt. Oh,
It's a good choice.
get her up there.
Marie Antoinette.
Mary, Jesus'
dress.
mother. Get up, Mary, Jesus' mother, dude.
painting.
Mary Christ.
Give me a big titty.
Who's this? Is this you?
Angelo, yeah.
Is this her today? No, you gotta go today.
This is her today.
This is her today.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Saw a thing with Pamela Anderson.
She used to be a piece.
I saw that. Some of that.
I saw a documentary of Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, it was. I mean, she got famous for her tits,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Stop asking me about my tits."
Yeah. I don't think that's the problem is she's obviously not bright. She's obviously insane, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, you do know, this the thing with that, and she says she's crazy, but like they never really showed how crazy she was in that documentary.
Yeah.
But there's a fucking cloudiness to her eyes where you go, uh-oh.
She's nuts.
She married some random fucking dude, just a random
Yeah, after
plumber.
like 3 days.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, in Mexico.
No.
Oh, that was Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee. She married a Canadian guy these days. She just put out a documentary as like her point of view of things, and
Yeah,
she's nuts.
she looks kind of brutal.
Mad as a bag of hammers. She had a great story about Sylvester Stallone. Was like, hey, would you like to be my number one girl? And then she was like, does that mean there's gonna be number twos? She goes, I don't want to do that. And then he goes like, this is Hollywood, baby. It's the best offer you're gonna get. Yo, Sly. Sly's daughters
Great
are
counteroffer.
fine. Sly's daughters are fine. I don't know
Yeah,
who the
yeah,
mother
yeah.
is, but she must be famous, right?
Probably.
Sylvester Stallone doing the God's
I just
work
like
out there.
the documentary. They opened with a video of her cutting her mom's lawn, and you're just like, dude, Pamela Anderson isn't out there mowing the lawn.
I think she might be. I think she's like a Labrador, and she just runs around not knowing anything. Honestly, she's fucking retarded. She's retarded. I mean it. I swear to God, she's just running, and then she gets these fake tits, she gets all these photos, and then she goes on. She's famous for her body.
Yeah.
That's what she forgets.
Yeah, of course.
She's famous for her body, and then she goes, "How dare they ask me about my body?" And I go, "I know, but what are they gonna ask you about? Your opinions on North Korea? Shut the fuck up and show us your tits." I'm just saying.
They are.
Make no mistake about it.
insane.
Make no mistake about it. When LeBron or someone chimes in about China, I go, shut your fucking mouth and dunk.
Yeah.
We don't want this from you.
Yeah.
Stop this. What do you think you're talking about? Shut the fuck up. You're a piece of meat. That's what you are. But she lost all her money because she's an absolute idiot. Which again, I get it, but even the son goes, my parents are probably the two most craziest people of all time. The dad was what's the man's name from Motley Crue with
was
the
it
big dick,
Tommy
Tommy Lee.
Lee? Yeah.
Tommy Lee, insane. Pom, hey, I love you, Pom, and she's like, I love you, Tommy. And she got cracked open that big fucking anaconda.
Did you ever see that video?
The video, yeah, it's not good though.
No, it's terrible quality. That was the first one I ever saw, though.
You know, and I do feel from her point of view where it's like, listen, this was a private thing that was stolen, and then she couldn't even
Couldn't get it down.
So eventually she sold the rights or something to someone, but it was just like, this will just stop it, and it didn't. It was like the opposite. And she obviously never made any money with Baywatch. She never made any money with
Playboy.
The whole thing was Playboy acted as her agent and what was against her. She used to be smoking before the Playboy years. Sorry, not before the Playboy years. Before the Baywatch years. Yeah, she was fucking unreal. But now she looks she looks kind of like a lizard because her eyebrows are too thin. She got her eyebrows plucked.
They're so crazy.
It's
looking.
crazy. Yeah,
She looks like she's been caught in like a windstorm.
like
dude.
back in the day. That was the best you could do. Look at those eyebrows. That was like perfect peak whatever. Now it's like, bro, what happened?
If you find she got discovered at a football game
Yeah.
in a stadium of like 100,000 people. They just zoomed in on her.
Yeah.
And she looked so good. Yeah.
She was 16.
It was crazy.
She was 15 there.
No, she wasn't.
That's in Canadian.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
There is no photo of her actually from that game.
There, the
It was just
blue.
like Jumbotron.
No, well, she posed for this, but there's no actual video from that game. But there is photos. She became then
Blue
this,
Ice Girl or
She
whatever.
became like a Bud Light girl or whatever that the drink was. Yeah, yeah. But those early, those early Playboy stuff, she was a snack, dude. And then she got getting these fake tits, and then she got like almost comically big tits.
Yeah.
Which was right after the sex thing came out. She came back and she's like, now I've got these huge, horrible. She looked like fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife, and you're like, what are you doing? You know those type of fucking shaped women where you go, oh God, are you like a woman dressed up?
Yeah.
Are you a guy? Are you Hulk Hogan pretending to be a guy right now? What is going on?
Beach
Hulk
balls
Hogan
glued.
Hulk
dude.
Hogan dresses up as a chick. That's kind of like what they look like after a while, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, everyone stop asking about my tits, and then goes and gets bigger tits.
And then she goes, well, if you're going to use me for my body, she goes, if you're going to use me for my body, I might as well. So then she started advertising like, she was like an animal activist, you know, which is pure just, what an idiot. Like, if you're an animal activist, you ain't smart.
Yeah, if you're not smart and you want to appear to be.
You're just not smart enough to be really. That's the one you choose.
Yes.
And I do believe most of Hollywood are told to have a thing.
Climate, animal rights.
I thought about it. I go, what could be my one? I want to get a charity which I can like cling my face to without ever helping. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have a charity where I cling my fucking face to it.
Yeah. Think of something. I don't know.
Is there any like serious calls in Ireland?
Trying to stop black people moving in.
Yeah, do you care about anything?
That's the
I was
thing.
going to say, what do you care about?
There's a big immigration thing going on right now, actually.
Is there?
Really?
They're on the streets, dude, and because all the Ukrainian refugees have been coming to Ireland.
Oh, it's
So- and
Ukrainian refugees.
Yeah, but you know
They
what?
blend in with the Irish.
Wait,
Sorry, what?
the Ukrainian refugees are coming over, so then all these people are getting together, going like Ireland first. You know, they always call them like Ireland first and all this stuff, and they're like, get out! Why don't you look after your own before you let these fuckers move here and do something? All this type of shit, and then they're all protesting on the streets, but they're all usually if you're out on the street protesting about immigrants, you're a lost cause. You're a loser.
You're definitely unemployed.
You're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
That's kind of it.
Yeah.
There is no real.
Protesting anything, really.
Yeah, especially that though. Especially if you're protesting immigrants. Just not a single person there who is intelligent.
No.
It's just not the way the world works. It's just intelligent people don't do that. They have too much going for them.
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's no more drugs for me. I want more drugs because of the immigrants. The immigrants are coming in and taking all the dough, all the social welfare. Listen, how come they come in? They put them in a palace. They do. All this type of stuff. Ireland's so funny with these kind of weird little urban myths about immigrants too.
Yeah.
And there was a time for a while where the Irish taxi drivers. By the way, if you're a taxi driver, do better, right? It's a job for children. If you are someone who transports people from one place to another, you are a dog. You're a child. The dog on a sled is what you are.
Fonzie driving Uber Eats.
You're a
Grubhub
I
is like,
know.
now what am I?
I know.
He's like, I drive food.
Dude, Fonzie's not even trusted with people. Fonzie brings Chick-fil-A to
With half the
stoners.
nuggets missing and his fingers greasy.
Fonzie shows up with a six-pack
ketchup stains.
A six-pack of nuggets in a 12 box. No, they must have missed count there, brother.
A cigarette ash in the back.
Yeah, I was going through the package and someone's going to bite out of your burger. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going on. No, if you're a taxi driver, you're a fucking loser. That's the end of it. And stop trying to make it seem like the industry is letting you down. You shouldn't be doing that. It is the lowest level of job in the world.
Yeah.
Driving people around is the lowest level of anything.
I had a run-in with a taxi driver today.
What did this dickhead do?
Taxi?
Taxi? Uber?
Taxi.
Taxi?
Yeah. A Russian lady came up to me and didn't speak English, and she just said, handed me a piece of paper with an address, and it was like,
Fuck Ukraine. It said, fuck Ukraine. That's
no,
all
it
she
said
did.
an address, and then it said cancer treatments.
Nice.
And she had an appointment in like 15 minutes, and she's like, don't know how to get there.
I think you were getting duped, dude.
I walked up to a taxi.
Can I just say, just the start of this conversation,
Yeah.
the story has fraud or something written all over it.
I was
I know, a little old lady
I know.
doesn't speak English, waddles up to you, hands you a piece of paper that says, I'm dying of cancer. I have 15 minutes to make it to my treatment.
She's just needed my social. I gave her my social security. You said she only needed that.
She's still in line at the bank. I said I'll be right back.
Gave her my PIN and my debit card. No, I asked a taxi driver. I was like, this lady has a cancer treatment over here. And he was eating lunch. He was on his lunch break. And he was like, no, not taking her. I was like, you're a fucking dickhead. How was that?
Yeah, well, you know what? I do have to say about people that like taxi drivers and stuff, they've seen it all. They know the way the world works. They like bus drivers are like that too. Like if you told a bus driver, it's like, oh, I saw a guy get smacked in the head with a fucking shovel today. You'd be like, yeah, of course. He's like, yeah, I drive buses in the city. I've seen every single thing.
Yeah.
But taxi drivers, what happens is they get a job as a taxi driver and then they hate when other people get there. Taxi driver is literally, if you're the first day as a taxi driver, you're just as qualified as someone who's been doing it for 30 years. That's a sign that you're in a dumb job. Also, if a 12-year-old can drive just as good as you, we just
As
chose
those guys, yeah.
Of course, anyone that drives does tuk-tuks. And you're just a fucking tuk-tuk, but you don't have the leg strength to carry us around. I'm telling you, taxi drivers are fucking retarded.
What's a tuk-tuk?
A tuk-tuk is,
The rickshaw people?
Yeah, little rickshaw boys, yeah. That's all they are. You're just a new age rickshaw, bro. It's a low-level job for idiots. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's always been that.
Yeah.
And if you complain about fucking immigrants coming in taking your taxi job, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. There's no hope for you, man.
Yeah.
You fucking do something. Learn to massage. Set up a massage company.
True.
Start jerking off old men.
True.
What do you do? Make money out there. Taxi drivers are losers, man.
Well, they're just dicks. They're dicks.
All over the world, they're just dickheads.
They
And
suck.
Tip, please.
Yeah.
And they drive you the long way. All these
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
So, but in Ireland, so they had the thing that for a while, all the black guys came over and they started becoming taxi drivers. And a lot of women wouldn't feel safe because of all the legends of the rapings, right? The wapings of Dublin. the raping of Dublin. Which was our version.
They called it the Black Plague.
It's called the famine, yeah. So they came in, and then the Irish guys started like hanging like green lights around the rear view mirror.
Cash cab.
The rear view mirror, a little green light hanging from it, so that you would know it's an Irish guy. That was like the whole thing. It was like, no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you always hear stories of, someone got into the cab and then she looked down and there was a guy sitting there in the back seat hiding on the, and you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
They said this about because you need a license to drive a taxi in Ireland.
Yep. Same here.
You need a license, like the way a liquor license, right?
Yeah.
So they go, what they do is they come over here, right? And they'll drive for 12 hours a day. And then they'll give it to a friend of theirs who's black. But we can't tell the difference. So they get one license between the two of them.
Yeah.
And they don't even rent an apartment to live in. What they do is they crawl into the trunk. And they'll sleep in the trunk for 12 hours while the other fella's driving around. And then they drive around.
Is this
I don't know.
Is it a legend?
This is a legend of the blacks. Black taxi fellas of Dublin. This is what they would tell you. This is the type of
a
story.
reality TV show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're all over there now. So there is a huge correlation though between the people that grouped together during COVID who are anti-lockdowns, anti-vaccine, QAnon folk with these anti-immigration kind of people. It's all more or less the exact same group.
Right. They're combining forces.
I don't really know how that worked. It just, it's the same way most liberals are anti-gun. It's sort of just, you just start to group into a weird way.
Right.
And it kills me because it's like, yo, fuck the lockdowns and fuck mandating vaccines.
Right.
But at the same time, like
let the bros in.
Also,
dude.
fuck these
let the
people.
bros in, dude.
Yeah,
you know
they're
who
just trying to
you know
chill.
who you want to fucking fuck up? It's the guys who are letting them in.
Yeah.
That's who you should be beating the fuck
Yeah,
out of.
yeah.
They did say that. I saw a speech. One of these guys came, he got arrested because he was threatening to blow up a police station or something. And he was like, we're going down there and we're starting trouble. There's something about the police because they were getting arrested for what they claim was like legal protesting. It's difficult in Ireland because it's not in our constitution to have like freedom of speech. So it's like, I think you can squash a protest pretty easy.
Right.
Protests mean nothing, by the way.
No.
If you're a politician, if you're a top level politician, you wouldn't get past like the first round if you cared about the people's opinions on that.
Yeah.
They take that to their face, dude.
Yeah.
In and out of these fucking
That's why you
political
guys have to
buildings.
start blowing stuff up because it's like protesting's
it.
not even. Yeah,
You think we
that's what
haven't
I mean.
done that?
That's what I'm saying. You have to go right to that.
We have to go back to the old school. Yeah, just blowing up the fucking
Cabs.
Ireland's terrorism was great. The IRA a lot of the time because they would like blow up buildings, but they would like give you a warning. they would like they'd plant a bomb in like, you know, Target.
Yeah.
And then they would ring in and be like, yo, we just planted a bomb. You got about 25 minutes. So then they'd be like, oh, okay, everybody, yeah, bomb. And then everyone would like flee and they'd all like separate the entire neighborhood and then the building would just blow up.
I'd be like, all right.
It'd be like millions of damage, no casualties.
No casualties, yeah,
That's
that's
what you
nice.
get.
That's nice. That's
what
good.
you get.
That's
Yeah.
a populist bombing.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like that.
Fucking Muslims couldn't have done that in 9/11, huh?
Give us a little
A
warning.
little bit of an email sent. Maybe there was an email sent on 9/10 that we didn't. We went to spam. It went to my junk folder. A few days later, someone read it and oh no,
The guy who never checks his emails.
Yeah, he's clearing out his
His
junk.
boss has been yelling at him for 3 weeks.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe it just went straight.
Delete.
Please check your junk folder. Al Qaeda. Some guy got an email from Al Qaeda. And just like go straight to junk.
Al Qaeda, it's the Mexican terrorists.
Not bad. Yeah. So look, you know, so that's it's funny at home. They're all like that, going nuts. They don't want the Ukrainian. They hate. There's a lot of black guys came in. So that obviously, I started following a few of these groups on Twitter. So it's just like anytime a black guy does anything bad,
Yeah.
they just like immediately share it. You know,
They just don't. They don't want any immigrants because it's not.
They
it's just black guys,
say
Ukrainians.
that. They say they don't want any immigrants, but they don't want black people. And it isn't. It's honestly, I gotta tell you, if you just had you're a little Irish neighborhood, right, and it just stayed like that, it would probably be nicer than if someone from Africa came in, and then they're all like fucking like doing African shit. That's all I'm saying.
Go on.
I'm not look, it's the way the world works. It's like the way life would be nicer without a homeless guy smelling of shit on the train, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be nicer.
If they kept them now, would you keep them separated?
No,
or
it's
would you
I'm just saying
Get rid of them
walking
altogether?
around, everybody being white, everyone just like talking in slang,
Yeah,
and then some guy comes over and goes, "Boba diabe,"
Yes,
you
you
know,
can't have
"Oh,
that.
hey, oh, hey, hey." You're like, "Shut up, shut the fuck."
Irish apartheid.
Look, but I don't know. I just think it's misplaced hate, bro. Misplaced hate. You got to go for the politicians. You got to grab those. And the problem is that there's not even any Jews in Ireland, so you can't even.
That's the thing. There's like no one really.
Maybe there is. Sneaky. Maybe there is some Jews in Ireland. That's what they want. Why is it raining all the time? That's what.
I don't know. I just thought I fixed this. Wait, what?
Yeah. What were you saying?
Nothing. I was gonna say, State of the Union's coming up. You're talking about politics.
Oh,
What
yeah.
are your
What do they say? How long have we got left, by the way?
Got hour 7 right now.
Around
those
an
are
hour
the questions
seven.
from the Patreon too on there?
Yeah, all right. So let's do these questions that you were. What you're talking about?
Oh, okay.
What's
Well,
on the-
it's just
what
so
is the State of the Union?
So there's State of the Union comes out tonight. Joe Biden 9 p.m. is going to give an address. They do it every year. In the
Tonight it comes out.
Yeah.
Okay, so this episode comes out tomorrow.
No, it comes out Tuesday.
Oh, okay. So it comes out yesterday.
Yeah. No, tomorrow.
I know. I'm joking. Come on, hurry up.
All right.
Fuck's sake. Not as easy.
Go to the questions from the Patreon.
It's not as easy,
Go to the
is it,
questions.
Jamie?
I know.
It's
Fuck
easier than
this.
Big hot seat.
Fuck this, dude.
Bring back Fonzie.
Fuck this, dude.
Put me in line. I'll be right back.
It's the
You don't know
fun.
about politics anyways, dude.
Yo, let's cut
It's too big brain
let's
for you,
just
dude.
Cut, and then Fonzie's
Fuck
sitting
that. Just sitting there.
Fonzie's just
Right at the
nose
end,
is bleeding,
dude.
just sitting.
Dude.
all right. Now, what does he talk about on the state? What's the address? Abortion.
3 things are investing in the
Investing?
So inflation, how they're going to deal with inflation.
A heartbreak, dude. I'm sorry. It's got to get just forced depression.
True.
First of all, tax OnlyFans. I don't know.
Yes.
All right, so we got to deal with inflation.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the
Collie is
what's
president.
what's the reasons inflation's going up? It's because of there was too much credit, right?
Right. And well, they spent like a shit ton of money during COVID. Just
Yeah, maybe stop fucking spending so much fucking money straight away.
Okay.
That's but also I don't believe they spend most of this money. Cause it's like, we spent 200 trillion on weapons last year.
It's kind of fake.
It's like, yeah, but like, how much is? I don't think that's worth. That's like you giving me a budget.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh yeah, I bought $200 million worth of art from my artist friend who's my mother, and it's just a piece of paper. But it's like we value it at 200 million.
Oh, right.
So they own because of the military industrial complex, with doo-wop bandit. Dum bum bum. Complex. Yeah. I think they say, oh yeah, we spent 200 billion on fucking war machines.
Yeah.
They go, but that's their business. So they're charging us through the ass.
Right.
Little less fucking war machines. Little less sending money to the Ukraine.
I guess we have to get paid back all that.
From the Ukraine?
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Flourish? Shut the fuck. When's that coming in?
That exact dude. So I guess in 2020, the British just finished repaying America for World War II, for what we loaned them during World War II. It took to 2020. So this is, a lot of people think.
Well, I don't know if this is true. Again, this could be a lot of the stuff I see is just like random fucking reels from Instagram.
Yeah.
We Americans got a lot of money off China. And then Obama was like, yeah, so we're not giving you that.
Of course.
Sorry, can't give you that. Budget's stretched. And then China was like, all right, okay. And then they're flooding America with
Balloons.
fentanyl, I believe. Right? Isn't it that they flooded America with fentanyl?
It all does come from Chinese labs, yeah.
They said this about like
COVID?
crack in the 80s.
Well, crack was some South American. They had to fund the uprising, wasn't it?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it's like they say it's one thing when it's happening. You think like the Contras are coming in, then you find out that.
But I don't think America's in on this. I think this is China's little nasty fucking.
To just start killing Americans.
Yo, you won't pay me? Here's a bit of fentanyl in your fucking.
I don't doubt it.
Something like that. I'm obviously retarded, so you know. Hey,
stop saying it like that.
What? No, I don't want to get demonetized.
It almost is worse. It's like more offensive.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
You look in the part.
Whoa. Cut that out. Don't ever fucking make fun of the way I look retarded. Don't ever say I look retarded again. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. No, just need a hard break. I do think, and I said this before, and this is my one, we're bringing out Collie's annual billionaire blow up. So on April 1st, the day the tax is due, what we do is we bring in all the billionaires of America. And they all put on a jacket, and one of their jackets is filled with explosive. Available only on pay-per-view. Head over to Colum's Billionaire Explosive Game, whatever I said a minute ago. And what we do is we get all the billionaires. There's a couple of hundred of them. They all put on jackets, and then we play a game. And everyone's like talks, and they all
musical chairs.
It's not even musical chairs, but we get to hear them. We get to listen to the contestants. We get to vote them off.
Oh yeah.
We get to vote them off. They have to text in. Yeah. So people go in and plead and go, "Hey, don't vote for me. If you prove to me that you voted for this guy, I'll give you whatever.
Right.
Whatever they want.
Yeah.
They can play whatever rules they want. They've got their first night.
Yeah.
Talent show.
Love that.
I want to see Elon.
Swimsuit competition.
I want to see Elon Musk juggle. Right? I want to see Jeff Bezos play guitar. This is my game.
Like
and all the other billionaires that are out there. Oprah Winfrey dances or something.
Dance for me.
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey on the fucking stripper pole.
Yeah.
Woo! And that's kind of it. It's like a big game show. It's pay-per-view. The finale's pay-per-view. Eventually, we whittle it down kind of for a week. It's like a week of events. Mm-hmm. And then it gets down to a few, like 100. And then it's literally just a roulette type of a thing. And all of America sitting around. I was like, dun, 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 dun. And they blow up.
Jack Dorsey. Just
they blow up right there. Yeah. Mark Cuban's head lands in fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
You just see Mark Cuban's head.
Amazing.
Telling you. And then we all get that money.
Yeah. We calculated as like a few dollars.
Yeah. Well, you only get it if you're worth less than a certain amount of money.
Okay.
If you have less than $100,000, you get it.
Love it.
That's the rules. That's the rule. Right. So that's the way I figured out. Colum Tyrrell's big billionaire blowout, whatever, extravaganza. when dictator Colum Tyrrell takes the fucking.
I'm liking this
By the way,
platform.
I'm changing my name to Dictator. Collie the Dictator. Collie the Great.
I like that. That's good, yeah.
I'm really going to town on this presidential shit, dude. So I think that's how I'm not a cure, whatever. Inflation, I think you got to just like stop. You got to increase lending prices, right?
Yeah.
You got to just increase
spending so much.
credit ratings through the roof or something like that. Credit, like
Just have to tax more.
Just stop fucking printing so much money.
Right.
quantitative easing. It's called quantitative easing.
Got this.
Doesn't necessarily work, my friends. All right, so that's finances. What else have we got?
Election fraud was one of them they're going to discuss.
No, I'm not going to keep that. I like that.
That's good.
I like that. I like
And
election
then the
fraud.
other
That's
one
fine.
was climate change.
That's like fucking geek shit, man.
Also,
I'm not getting into
safeguarding
that. What's
communities.
like?
I know they're talking about
I'm not getting involved in geek shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How do you even know what temperature it is? Like, let's start there. What are we talking about? Why? Because
This is funny.
because mercury expands in a tube. I don't know what the fuck temperature is, but you figured it out somehow. Leave that again.
Yeah,
Just-
leave that to the nerds.
I'm gonna have my own little Dr. Fauci, but he's brown, so people trust him. And he's just gonna come out and be like, and I'll be like, whatever that was, whatever my smelly friend said, and then whatever.
Bleep that.
Clip that. But I'm having an argument. Are you kidding me? Can't say nothing no
Flip
more.
that, repeat it.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, that's good. Yeah, those are your platforms.
That was the theory. So,
And one was that police injustice.
election fraud.
It's all just.
They have the family of the guy who just got beat up to death by the cops.
He's gonna be
sitting,
at the
in
State of the
front
Union.
row of his family. It's not
Yeah,
that
they always
guy.
bring out victims.
And I guarantee.
I'm on the side of the cops here in this one. I'm going hardcore. All right, I need you guys to dig up dirt on this guy. What was his name? Dijon Mustard. What was his name? Right? I'm not looking. We'll find out something. Did he have? We'll find out anything about this guy. DJ Johnson,
Dude.
What was his name?
There's no chances to get monetized.
There is. He fucking. It's just as long as you don't say retarded, you're fine. The monetized episode, money episode, bro. money big dogs. Listen, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm on the side of the cops on this one.
Okay.
I feel like more people in America want cops than don't want cops, and especially the people that vote. So I'm not. We need to dig up some dirt on that guy. I don't know what he did. I want to dig up his tweets. Did he ever say forgets? Did he ever call someone a forget? Did he ever call someone a forgetter? Did
Sure,
he?
we could cancel.
He might have.
Yeah.
I want to tarnish this guy's reputation completely. I'm on the side of the brothers in blue. And that's strictly political, by the way. I don't like the cops. But that's strictly I want to win. Also, I forget that this is... I feel like I'm running for a president. I'm actually just like addressing the boys, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. So, all right. So finances.
Yep.
Killing the billionaires.
Like that.
And
Fuck the climate. We don't care.
Climate.
4-day work week. Bring that in. Don't know how that will help, but bring that in.
Siesta, maybe.
You gonna
Yeah.
implement it yourself?
Hmm?
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I'd make you work 2 more days a week. I'll make you work 4 days a week.
As soon as you said that, yeah,
fuck's
wait a second.
Abort.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my whole stand. That's my stance. I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna say. By the way, I saw him talk about that cop thing. It was so bad.
Biden?
He came in and goes, "Here's the thing: everybody has the right to get where they want to do with the cops." And it was like, "Fuck me, it is bad." You wouldn't even invite him to the fucking Christmas dinner at this point. You'd be like, "All right, just leave him in the home." Biden's fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Biden is fucked.
He's going to be sundowning.
Kamala Harris must be absolutely a fucking stupid cunt if they're not even putting her on TV
That's
anymore.
a good point.
Dude,
She must be. She must be beyond
That's so true.
fucked.
If they haven't pushed him down a stairwell yet,
Did you ever? Can we just check? I know we'll do the questions and we'll get out of here. Well, I wanted to. There's a video of Kamala Harris talking to children that were paid actors. Do you remember this one? They brought in kids and they all talked about
Space.
bizarre
there you
space.
go,
Was it?
yeah.
Was this the one? This is from like a while ago,
right
right?
up me and Fonz's alley.
And they,
and said his manager
yeah. This is his manager.
with 5 kids in Washington, D.C. But what's gaining traction isn't the video itself.
Your own eyes on the other potential.
Video.
And then there's other things that we just haven't figured out or discovered yet. to think about so much that's out there that we still have to learn. Like, I love that. I love that. And so I'm very excited about the Space Council. We're going to learn so much as we increasingly, I think, are curious and interested in the potential for the discoveries and the work we can do in space. So that's one of the things I'm most excited about. But the other, you guys are going to see. You're going to literally see the craters on the moon with your own eyes. Oh my goodness. With your own eyes. I'm telling you, it is going to be unbelievable. So that's one of the things we can do here too, which makes it so exciting. So that's what we're going to do. You guys ready to go over there?
Yes.
Come on, let's go.
One of the kids, 13-year-old Trevor, is a
fucking
child actor
one
from
of the kids.
California,
Aunts,
and
dude.
said his manager
She's
and
not saying
agent booked the
anything.
video for him.
And after that, like a week later, my agent called me and he's like, hey Trevor, you booked it. Me, my mom, my dad, we were speculating, who could be this important that we meet them in DC and we get to go on this cool trip and film. The most exciting part was definitely meeting Vice President Harris. There's nothing that can top that. Like, honestly, she just sat us down. She's
All right.
super charismatic.
All right.
Oh my god.
No wonder he's into acting so young. What are you kidding me?
Oh,
Okay, brother.
hurt my ears.
The best thing ever is Kamala. Fucked her way to the top, that woman. Fucking whore. She fucked her way to the top. She fucked her way to second place. Congratulations, women everywhere. Women of color everywhere can know if they ever want to be president, they can come second. Real motivational thing.
It's disgusting.
I remember watching that. All these girls.
Literally see the craters on the moon.
But it's also just like, why? I'm sure there was like kids. Like, I'm sure there was like just regular kids you could have got. Why would you need to go through an agency? Couldn't you just like grab a couple of kids?
Yeah, from a school.
I think there was more stuff to it. It was the diversity of it or something like that. They wanted to try push the fucking stuff. All right, let's get to a question, folks. If you want to get your questions read, head over to patreon.com/Colum Tyrrell. You can sign up, get yourself a bonus episode, plus all the extra features. And you get an opportunity to ask some questions for the pod. And we end out every episode with one most of the time. A lot of the time, we forget. What was your dream job when you were a young, stout Irish lad? Stout kind of means you're like kind of like bulky.
Portly.
Portly? Yeah. Dave Portly.
Nice.
What was my dream job as a kid? I don't know. Get that fucking thing off the. What was your dream job when you were a young, stout Irish lad? I don't remember. Later on in life, I always wanted to be like a businessman.
Really?
That was like a big thing. I always wanted to be a businessman.
What kind of you didn't?
No idea.
Yeah.
Just I knew I wanted to wear a suit
Right.
and be rich and
Sit behind
exploit
a
the
desk.
poor. I just knew I wanted to be able to have one of those buzzers where I can lock the door from my desk.
Yeah.
Send in the new
Send Sandra
in the new Maria, send in the new intern. Yes, the hot one with the legs.
Yeah.
I always just wanted to be a businessman. I didn't know what that meant. I wanted to wear a shirt where you got like a white collar and white cuffs. You know, that type of guy?
Right.
That was it. Just walking around with a briefcase. Sorry, I'm on my way. I'm doing business things. That was it. That was my whole goal. And then I studied business in college and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? What is this? Things?
That sucks.
I don't want to do this at all. That was it. I might have probably dreamed of being a fucking, like a sports star for a little bit, maybe. I don't really remember that.
A footy player.
Yeah, I wasn't I didn't really play sports until I was about 10 or 11 or something. Yeah, so that was it. What about you there, David? Any dream?
I think I wanted to be an astronaut, and then I fucking
What the fuck, dude?
failed like freshman geometry, and I was like, "Oh, that's probably
Yeah.
not going to happen."
You're one of the
Astronauts
kids
crit.
in her video.
What's that?
In the Kamala video, dude.
Yeah, that was you sitting there.
I'm pissed at the fuck kids. That should have been me.
I love it. Those kids are all just sitting there, and then you can see
They
just
panned to me.
yeah. You're just sitting
I'm
there
just
now
like-
today.
Yeah.
What? We don't see craters on the moon. What?
I'm the only one in there that's not an
On
actor.
the room? On the moon?
Like legitimately interested. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
about
I don't know. What was it? I guess something like that was it. Mr. Business. That was it. I don't remember. Also, when I was 16 or 15, I wanted to be a comedian. That was when I started wanting to be a comedian.
Yeah.
When I was like 15, I think, or 16, I remember I was like, I'm going to be a comedian.
Yep.
Right? And I didn't know there was like levels around. I just thought you were a famous guy on the TV. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Because you don't know about any sort of You just go
The road. You don't
You
know.
have no idea.
If you knew, you
God.
probably wouldn't have started down
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Aren't you glad you didn't know?
I'm not gonna be the ghost of Christmas yet to come and sit down and go, bro, don't do it. Be business. Be
You have a
business.
better chance of being an astronaut.
Invest in Dogecoin. Yeah. I grab myself. Invest in Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Quickly. before they come in and take me away, like in that show. Whatever. Yeah, that was a dream job. Yeah. So I wanted to be a comedian, and I remember I sat down and I had this like little diary type of thing, and I wrote down a story. And this was my theory. I go, right, I'm gonna write every night before I go to bed. I'll write like a whatever. I'll write a story, and it'll be funny. And then when I get to a certain amount to an hour, then I can be like that guy. I'll be like the guys on TV. I'll have like material. So I wrote this story, just made up a story, completely made it up. And it was like this weird story about me accidentally getting locked in the bathroom. Like I locked myself in the bathroom. Do you remember kids would lock themselves in the bathroom?
Yeah, all the time.
Kids would just lock themselves in rooms by mistake and they just can't figure out how to get out.
Yes.
And they go, what's going on?
they
Use
just
the key.
refuse. Yeah.
Use the key. And they're like, what's the key? They're banging things. Yeah, you're like, no,
You
they're
just hear,
crying.
you hear the toilet flushing over for some reason. You're
They
like,
go, what's going on? And
Yeah.
that was it. So this was the story of me getting locked in the bathroom. And then I tried to climb out of the window, but my head gets stuck in the window. So I'm on the second floor of my house and my head's stuck in the window. And I'm standing on the windowsill. And then I take my pants. I need to shit. So I take my pants down and I shit. And it's like, and there's all the neighbors, by the way, have gathered around and they're watching. And it was kind of like
shitting
this,
out the window.
I don't know. All the neighbors are gathered around and watching, and it turned into like a neighborhood kind of like a block party.
A 2-story shit.
I'm just the boy who's stuck in the window.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, all the neighborhoods show up. My dad thinks out the barbecue. There's people playing music and having drinks. It's like just a block party while I'm stuck in the thing.
Yeah.
That was the whole story. And
funny.
then it ended with me shitting all over them or something like that. Whatever.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but you gotta read it. I wish I had.
I was gonna say, I wish you could bring that in.
I would love to. I
So
swear
fun.
I'd love. But I remember then the next night I sit down and I read back that story and I remember going, "Oh, this is horrible." And I go, "Oh, I can't be a comedian." And then that was it. And then I just didn't do it for years later. And then years later, I found out about open mics and things like that.
Right. Got into it.
Yeah, that was it. That's the whole thing. So I guess, I've always wanted to be a comedian. It was always in my soul to want to be a comedian.
Yeah. And shit.
No
on
one ever
people.
said I should be. Anyway,
Next one.
what is the worst? This one comes in from Jackson. So the last question was from Alistair Mitchell. Thank you. This one comes in from Jackson. What is the worst injury pain you've ever had? Sciatica, I think. I had sciatica of the ass.
Really?
So I had ass
That's
sciatica.
an old man injury.
Sciatica of the ass.
The sciatica nerve.
Sciatica is like when you got like a pinched nerve in your spine and it goes through your legs and it's fucking agony.
They say it's very.
But I had it in the ass though. I didn't have it in the back.
That's usually where it is.
It's ass sciatica.
Yeah.
It's a special type of sciatica. I couldn't, honestly, it was a time when like, if I was like driving for long distances, I'd be like standing up while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Or if I was on the plane, I remember flying back from LA and I couldn't do it. And the second I had the opportunity, I was like, let me out. And I just stood there. I just like for like 4 or 5 hours on the way back. I just hung out at the bathroom, just walking around going, I can't sit.
Yeah.
The second you sit, it causes the pressure to shoot you.
Yeah, you got to stretch.
Yeah, I'm not much of a stretcher. I'm
like,
not queer.
Broken bones or anything?
I cracked a rib once in Thailand.
Oh.
Yeah, that was rough. We went down this slide. No, it was in Laos, actually. We went down this slide into a river. You're supposed to go one by one, but me and my friend said, fuck, we're going together. And while we went in the air, I kind of went first, and then I landed, and he landed on top of me.
Oh.
Right in the rib. Killer.
Sucks.
Killer.
Then that hurts forever. That doesn't heal fast.
It was a nightmare.
You can't-
And I didn't get out of the river. They came up to me. I was like, no, I can't. I just like float. I just stayed in the river. They brought me drinks. I just floated in my head like where everyone else was getting out for an hour. And then I'd waddle. I just like waddling around. I remember like I fell off the curb the next day. I walked to like the curb and I couldn't move to get off the curb. So I'd have to like walk down until I found like a smooth part.
Wow.
And I remember one time I got to a point and I went, oh, and I tried to, and I fell. I was like, oh! And I was like laughing. We were on a bus. People were making me laugh. And I was like, ah! That was a vicious one.
That's fun.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Will we go through this one too? All right, let's go to Kwang Lee. Don't make me Kwang Lee. You won't like me when I'm Kwang Lee. You get it? That's like an angry, like the Hulk. Like the Hulk. I don't know what's an Asian Hulk version. Hulk.
Herc.
He's green. Is it sexiest to expect a guy to always put the toilet? Is it sexist to expect a guy to always put the toilet seat down? We always have to lift it back up already. Shouldn't women be able to? Yeah. All right, I guess I should read that. We always have to lift it up to pee already. Shouldn't women have to put the seat down when they use it? That's one action per gender equality. Yeah, I think we've brought this up before in the past. Yeah, but I also think it's like you're fucking stupid. Like I don't know why don't women look? I don't get it. The problem is they always say is like they don't. They walk into the bathroom and then they just sit down.
Yeah, when
and
then
then
they walk in backwards.
I've done that before. Do you ever fall into the bathroom going for a shite? Like, do you ever fall into the toilet?
Yeah.
And you go in, it's like
And then down, you go, whoa!
it might be nighttime or something, and you just like you don't put the light on because the fan comes on and wakes everyone up. So you walk in and you go,
just in the water.
That happens to women, but that happens to women all the time. That's happened to me a couple my whole life.
Right. Just check.
I had to get trained though like that because I grew up with like all boys. Really, it was just a men. It was me, my brother, my dad, and my mother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we never had any of this kind of seat up, seat down bullshit.
Yeah.
We just sort of left it the way we wanted.
Right.
And then it wasn't until I started moving here, and then people were like, "You left the side of the seat up." And I go, "So what?
Yeah.
You left it down. What's the difference?"
Exactly. That's what he's saying. That's
Exactly.
the point. Yeah.
Women are fucking stupid, fucking dopes. Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
It never
Good
ends.
Hell yeah.
Squawking.
Never, dude. Never.
Just squawking little bird brains
Yep.
their whole life. I'd be embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed if I was like, yo, I just fucking... Did you leave the seat down?
Right.
I just pissed all over the seat because you left it down. What are you...
Yeah.
How could you do that to me?
Jay-Z still has to deal with that. Guaranteed.
Jay-Z,
Beyonce, put the seat down.
There's no way they share a bathroom. There's no way they're both in the
point.
same bathroom.
Good
There's
point. That's a good
impossible.
point. That's
They're
a good
different
point.
wings of the house.
That's a good point.
There's no way.
That's a very good point.
Or they have automatic seats up, seat downs. Guys, that's how the elite. Have you ever had one of them?
No.
You walk in, there's an automatic. It'll just go, whoa, you've had it. You've
Where
had
Fonzie?
it.
What? Fucking, were you robbing a house?
No,
in the fucking...
me and Fonzie went to a rich person's house. We had a big party. We had a big We Hate Dave party.
No. My worst nightmare.
All right, look, that's the end of the episode, folks. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having fun. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to the black guys and gals and all the Ukrainians moving into Ireland. Listen, I left, so that allows one of you guys to move in. That's my one in, one out situation, huh?
Said you going in your flat, dude?
No.
One Ukrainian out, one Ukrainian in.
Is your mic even on?
I wasn't on. Sorry.
I don't know. This whole time he's been talking. All right, bye.